Hey everybody, it's Alan Ward here and we're back talking about the TweetAdder software. And in today's video, I'd like to show you how the Unfollow tab works. So, we all know how Twitter works. You follow people, hopefully they follow you back if they're interested enough in your tweets, and you grow your follow account. Now, there'll be some people who won't follow you back. Now, you make the call as to how you want to approach Twitter. We talked in the last video about these ratios and your following to follower ratio. And so if people don't follow you back, let's say you're following 5,000 people, but only 4,000 of those people follow you back, you're not going to be able to grow your Twitter following, until another 1,000 people sort of find you, and then you can start going from there. So what the unfollow option in TweetAdder allows you to do is to automatically unfollow people who aren't following you back. So I'll quickly just run through how it might work. Over on the left hand side here on my stats and dashboard, it tells me there's 3 people to unfollow across my Twitter accounts. Now I'll explain to you in a moment where that figure comes from. So the settings on this tab, unfollow users who aren't following you back. How many do you want to unfollow at a time? I've got it set for 100. So if over here there was 100 in that column and I press start, what the software would do is get rid of those 100 people. The maximum number of people to unfollow per day, I've got set at 200 now. It could be more, less, whatever you feel comfortable doing. And the time delay between unfollows. Now again, in the last video we talked about the time delay between follows, and between unfollows, maybe we make it from 8 seconds to 20 seconds. So what this means is that it would unfollow somebody, and then somewhere between 8 seconds to 20 seconds later, it'll unfollow the next person, and so on and so on. So it staggers it out and makes it look a little less automated. The other thing down here is that you can tick a box to stop unfollowing when the following to follower ratio reaches a certain level. Now you could set this at 1.5 to 1, sorry, 1.1 to 1, which is the ratio we talked about before in the previous video. But look, I don't use this, to be honest. I just unfollow people who don't follow me back on some accounts. Now, this is where it gets really interesting down here, these bottom 3 options. So first of all, only unfollow users that were followed using TweetAdder. Now this is a bit of a flaw with TweetAdder, but to be honest, I don't know how they can fix it any other way. But certainly if you don't tick this box, you may have problems with losing people or unfollowing people who you don't want to unfollow. So I'll come to that in a moment. Second point, wait how many days before unfollowing a user. Now you might want to send a follow. You want to start following somebody on Twitter, and you might say, "Look, I'll give them 2 days to follow me back." If they don't follow me back after 2 days, then lo and behold, over here they appear as a number to unfollow, and you go to unfollow them. Now you could set this number for 5 days, for 1 day, 3 days, whatever you're comfortable doing. Now, if they follow you back after you've unfollowed them, they do appear as somebody to follow back over this side. So they're not lost forever. The other really interesting thing is this option down here, unfollow everyone except for safe list. Look, it's in red for a reason. I can't think of any reason why I would actually tick that box, but I do want to talk to you about how the safe list works. Okay, so I've opened up the safe list, and what it does is it will show the screen names. Now, if I actually click this button up here, it would go through and find all the screen names. You can see some of them are missing. Look, for now, it's not relevant. But over here, I can tick people who I may be following, but probably won't necessarily follow me back, like Copy Blogger, Drew McLeod, Free Glass, like that. Look, they may not follow me back. Now, if I followed them using TweetAdder, then what would happen is after 2 days, they would appear down here, because of this rule of waiting 2 days, and they would appear here for me to unfollow them. Now, I don't want to unfollow them. So what a safe list or a whitelist does is it allows you to flag these users and tell TweetAdder, look, don't ever unfollow these people. So when you're hitting the unfollow buttons, you can be pretty comfortable knowing that you're not going to lose these people. This is where it's interesting. I mean, personally, the sooner you can begin using TweetAdder, if you're going to start using it, the better. Simply because then it's got all the data of who you've used TweetAdder to add and to unfollow and so on, and who's in the safe list. If you're buying TweetAdder for the first time and starting to use it, the number one thing you should do is to get into your safe list, download a list of all the people that you're following, and tick the boxes for the ones who you never want to unfollow, who you always want to see. Because otherwise, if you don't do that and you hit this unfollow tab, you can probably lose them right up front. So thanks for watching, and I hope you found this video useful. You're able to download a free demo version of TweetAdder, which will enable you to learn a whole lot more about the program. Just head on down to www.tweet-profits.com and you'll be able to download your demo from there. Thanks for watching. See you.